You know what, Kyles? I'm just thinking that secretaries are just so yesterday.
Okay.
And in fact, that the PA of today is now a VA. It's a virtual assistant, and she is only a mouse click away.
Or he is only a mouse click away. That's thanks to a new online outsourcing service called Freelancer, which allows users to cyber-delegate any job so you can avoid the staffing hassles that David Brent faced in the hit comedy The Office. Have a look.
This is Stuart Foote.
Hi, Stuart.
And Karen Roper. Mr. Brent.
No, I don't know, Mr. Brent. David. She'll brighten up the place, won't she? If she gets the job, so if he gets it, because you're both equal. It's all on the no foregone conclusion, based on interview and merit. I mean, it is up to me ultimately, but good luck. You do well to impress me.
Stop it now.
I love him. I love him. Joining us now for more on outsourcing is Matt Barry, CEO of virtual outsourcing company Freelancer, and a Lifestyle U presenter and Sunday Life columnist Sarah Wilson. Good morning to you both.
Thanks for having me. Guys.
Now, Matt, there's a lot of buzz about online outsourcing. Can you tell us more about the technology?
Sure. Well, Freelancer.com is the world's largest outsourcing marketplace for small business and consumers. I bet you didn't know this, but just about any job you can possibly think of, whether it's web design, marketing, e-commerce, tax, accounting, you can now outsource online to someone on the other side of the world any time of day for a fraction of the price you pay locally. We have about 1.8 million people on the site. It works very similar to eBay, so you post a job, within seconds people will start bidding on your job. On average you'll get 30 or 40 people bidding, up to maybe 500, so you can assemble an army if you wanted to.
Wow.
And it's really, really simple to use. Okay. My mother's used it, for example, to hire a virtual assistant. So
okay. Wow. What did your mum need doing? Do you mind me asking? Because I mean, I know that people need to design websites and that, but it's not every one of us that needs to design a website. Like, what basic everyday?
She runs a wholesale business, and she has a website that she sells through. It's about 10,000 stores.
Your mum does have a website.
And, but she needed to know how to update it. She needed to do all the customer service. We hired someone full-time for her in Sri Lanka with a computer science degree that does all the to and fro with customers and can update the site for them, pay about $300 a month.
Okay, what about a busy mum of two? What could I get
dancing
done?
and stuff
as well? Dancing.
Well, live telly?
Who knows? Maybe you could do some work. Maybe there's some skills that you've got that you don't have an ability to do a full-time job somewhere, but you want to pick up a bit of work here there.
I bid on Larry's job.
Freelancing.
Look how that turned out.
What are some of the more unusual requests that you get online?
Well, I mean, the mainstream work we get is mainly, build me a website, help me sell online, get me on the front page of Google, things like that. But in terms of the unusual things, I actually wrote a few down. Recently, design me a fully functional dune buggy. There's about 36 people bidding on it, $268. Draft me an affordable luxury hotel in the Barbados. There's about $1,000 or so. Help design a hydrogen engine for me. There's about 14 people bidding on that for some sort of car. One of the ones I quite like, someone actually tried outsourcing their love life. What they did is they got teams of freelancers to go line up dates with them over a weekend at a cafe, and he'd go in there for 15 minutes and meet all these different girls, and then he actually found a girlfriend over the weekend. So
there you go, now you're interested. Sarah, you've used an American version of this. How did you find the experience?
It was really interesting, actually. I wrote about it for my Sunday Life column, and I got a virtual assistant to actually help me with my blog and do the most mundane job you could possibly imagine. I couldn't face doing it. But it works much the same way. I put up a post. I got something like 100 and something bids from, Calcutta to Korea to wherever. And I went with some guy, I think in Bangalore in India, who still likes to Skype message me from time to time to ask me if I enjoyed his services. But it worked really, really well, I've got to say. It was a really interesting exercise in being very clear with how you want to get your message across, basically. So we saw that clip on the Office, that idea of kind of, being a bit vague, oh, I want a bit of this, I want a bit of that. It doesn't work. It'll actually come back as an absolute disaster. So I actually found it a really good exercise in getting clear on what you want. But I came across, much like Matt, the most ridiculous things that people were doing. Somebody was outsourcing their homework. So there was, I think, a Year 10 student who was paying somebody in somewhere in China to do their homework for them at $3 an hour.
The going rate,
I don't recommend that.
$2 a maths question is the going rate.
$2 a math, just one question.
Yeah, I'd probably got better maths results having done it that way.
Yeah, that's right.
So people to use this, having experienced it yourself, what are the key tips?
Look, be absolutely clear on what you need and how you want it done. There's no point going back to it after the event. Include examples of what you're after. So I want it like this, and actually be as clear as possible. Go through all the bids. You can actually, and I'm sure your service is exactly the same, you can actually look at their references. They've got a star rating, and people actually do post on how effective they were with the job. Don't just choose on price alone. You know, really, it's quite...
You get what you pay for.
It's so cheap compared to what you'd pay normally.
Yeah. And then obviously play by the protocols in terms of payment. You don't want to get done. And probably don't give them your Skype address, because you will get Skype messages for years to come.
How the services work.
That's fantastic.
Thank you both very much. Very interesting stuff.
It is.
I'm going home to think of something I need doing, and I'm going to just try it out.
It's fun just to try it. That's what I did. It's actually fun. Don't outsource your child rearing. I saw that as well. But
no.
Somebody was actually getting somebody to come and do their homework with them.
If anyone's going to muck up my children's life, it'll be me.
In terms of trying it out, actually, we've got 10 free VAs. For people who go to the website, and for Channel 7 viewers, there's on the embedded video, there'll be some information about how to win a VA for a month.
Okay.
I'll be on there after the show.